Imagine the exact moment the boardroom door clicks shut. You open your laptop, project slide 1, and look across the table. The people sitting opposite you aren't looking for a reason to fund your dream. Their default state is deep skepticism. They are actively hunting for the one flaw that lets them say no and move on to the next meeting. Pitch decks succeed when they systematically dismantle that doubt before it can even take root. In 2010, 4 graduate students walked out of the Wharton School with a pitch that sounded like a guaranteed failure, selling prescription glasses over the internet for $95. At the time, the eyewear market was locked down by a single conglomerate, Luxottica, which controlled nearly every major brand and physical retail channel. The skepticism around buying medical devices online was so intense that their own organizational psychology professor, Adam Grant, refused to invest, citing the founders' insistence on keeping their backup careers as a sign they lacked commitment. Yet those same founders went on to raise over $500 million in venture capital, pushing the company to a $3 billion valuation. That growth was the result of a pitch deck narrative engineered to proactively execute every major investor objection on contact. The first hurdle was behavioral. Investors knew consumers want to feel how a frame sits on their face before buying. The founders initially proposed a technological fix, building facial recognition software for virtual try-ons, but the early tech proved too clunky to solve the physical problem. This diagram outlines their solution, the Home Try-On program. They ship 5 frames to a customer's house, free, giving them 5 days to decide. Executing this required massive capital, but the data proved they knew exactly how to overcome customer hesitation. By absorbing the physical cost of trying on glasses, they turned the industry's biggest behavioral barrier into their primary competitive advantage. The second objection was purely financial. Investors immediately questioned how a company could sell premium eyewear for a fraction of the market rate and survive. The legacy eyewear model was choked with licensing fees for designer names and huge markups applied by middlemen. This flowchart illustrates their counterpitch, a vertically integrated pipeline stripping out intermediaries. By designing frames in-house, sourcing materials directly, finishing lenses domestically, and shipping direct to the buyer, they bypassed licensing fees and avoided retail markups entirely. These unit economics proved the value of vertical integration. Owning the pipeline protected their margins while undercutting the market price by 70%. The final objection centered on their social mission. Venture capitalists often look at charitable initiatives as expensive distractions that bleed cash. The founders baked a buy a pair, give a pair model into the core of the business, pledging to distribute eyewear to developing markets for every purchase made. This chart demonstrates how they defended it. The founders pitched the mission as a mathematical tool to lower customer acquisition costs. Customers told their friends, effectively guaranteeing a higher lifetime value for every user acquired. When deployed correctly, a social mission as a highly efficient acquisition channel masquerading as goodwill, directly protecting the bottom line. That airtight narrative allowed Warby Parker to dominate e-commerce, expand into hundreds of physical retail stores, and go public on the New York Stock Exchange. A successful raise depends on a pitch deck that answers an investor's most aggressive questions before they are even asked. Take a hard look at your own deck's traction slide. Are you highlighting one undeniable upward trending metric, or are you just throwing scattered data at the wall and hoping something sticks? Write down the single objection you are most terrified an investor will bring up. Now audit your current deck and ask yourself if it actually resolves that fear. The founders who secure funding the fastest aren't always the ones with the smartest technology. They are simply the best at engineering the removal of doubt. Understanding the psychology of doubt is only half the battle. To actually execute it in the boardroom, you need the right tools. That's why we built the VC-ready 16-slide pitch deck in Canva, giving you access to both tech-forward and clinical professional visual themes. It includes a companion slide-by-slide instruction guide, a 16-page consulting manual built entirely around the investor psychology we just explored. You get lifetime updates, full ownership of the assets, and absolutely zero recurring subscription fees. Click the link in the description below to secure the complete toolkit for $497 and start building a deck that investors can't say no to.